your reaction to the news from Braylon got hurt?
It's tough. I mean, some of those things, it happens. It's football. All we can do right now is just be behind him and support him and just try to be that support that he needs when he's rehabbing.
You need to have a number one guy. I mean, with all the guys you have, can you distribute them? Do you look at somebody needs to step into that role, or does everybody just kind of do what they do? How do you see kind of the rest of the guys?
I'm looking forward to seeing all these young guys stepping up. We have a lot of athletes outside, and no matter what, we're going to be able to just kind of get the ball around, and those guys will make plays.
Did you try to build any relationships over the winter with those young receivers that you knew you'd probably be counting on this fall?
Yeah, for sure. I think you try to build as many relationships as you can with your receiving corps. A lot of those guys were really working hard in the winter. You can tell, especially during the spring, that they're making plays. But as this continues on, these guys are going to have to step up, and we're looking forward to that.
Is that something where you organize 7-on-7 on the weekend? I don't know, watch them in the workouts. How do you do that?
As in winter, during the winter?
Yeah, during the winter.
Yeah, I mean, it's just trying to throw, 3 or 4 times a week with those guys, or doing 7-on the weekends, with the offense and defense. There's little things like that. And just continue to watch those guys grow. If they got questions, to tell them that they're comfortable enough to ask me, or there's different stuff like that. We'll continue to build that relationship.
Feel fortunate to have a guy like Keenan. He's kind of a guy who's been through all that with you, and there's a lot of young guys, but there's a senior that's played a lot for you.
Yes, and he's huge. He's huge out there. He's kind of that steady factor, that steady force for those guys outside. And no matter what, those younger guys can really look up to that guy. He's an awesome role model for those guys, and he just really he's able to just kind of teach those guys the right way to do it.
What do you thought about Johnny Lloyd as a football player?
He's done well. For a guy that hasn't been able to play for a few years, he's come out and he's really just kind of trying to learn as much as he can. He's done well. I'm excited to see where he's going, and hopefully, he'll be out there for us.
What's it been like throwing passes to him?
It's awesome. I mean, he's got good hands. That dude can really just catch the ball, and he's pretty nice with it after the catch. He's able to get some yards, and no matter what, that dude's an athlete, and he'll find his role in this team.
Has it felt at all different without Braylon on the field when you're throwing passes out there, especially in the scrimmage?
Oh, of course. You can't. It's hard to replace someone like Braylon. He's a special talent. But at the same time, a lot of these younger guys are starting to step up, and hopefully we're able to see that out of those younger guys.
How much did you watch Johnny play basketball?
A lot. He's a quick guy, and it shows out on the field.
When the idea was raised, it sounds like he had some interest in it initially. Did you think it would work out like it has?
Honestly, I heard about it. I wasn't sure if he was going to take it or not. I'm glad he's a part of this team. He's a part of our family now, and he's really just kind of learning. And like I said, he's going to find his role on this team, and he's going to do well at it.
Marcus, Dargan said he was getting a couple picks every couple practices, and he was pretty excited about that. Can you kind of talk about what you've seen out of your secondary going against those guys every day?
It's tough. I mean, going against guys like Dargan and Ifo, they've done an awesome job this spring. Ifo's a savvy veteran in all respect, and he's able to just kind of key in on different things. And Dargan's always kind of around the ball. And no matter what, those guys are always finding ways to get turnovers. And I'm looking forward to seeing those guys do that in the fall.
What's Carrington's calling card as a receiver? Is he a great possession guy, a speed guy, route runner? What's his best thing? Obviously, he has the hand right now. It's holding him back. But
he's a great overall receiver. He's going to do everything. He did his best during the winter to just kind of learn all the positions, and so far he's done well. Hopefully, he's able to continue that, and when he comes back healthy, we're looking forward to seeing big things out of him.
I know it's kind of hard to predict, but do you get a sense that there's a guy out there that can put up the kind of numbers that Josh and Braylon put up last year, or is this more going to be a spread out by committee type of receiver group?
I think any one of those guys can step up and be that guy. There's a reason why they're here. They have the ability, and they have the talent to go out there and produce. And these guys are really going to look forward to stepping up. They're motivated out there, and I'm really looking forward to seeing them play.